4:30. Zeke.
Hello, Fantasy Goats. Want to wait till 4:30 on the Pacific Coast? Is really 7:30 right here on the East Coast for the Fantasy Goats. Welcome to the week reaction show. We are coming in blazing hot off of the action today. There's a bunch of unfortunate injuries. There's a bunch of unfortunate plays, a bunch of unfortunate teams, fans of teams that lost today. I'm one of them too. I'm one of them. Cam Daddy, baby. Cam Daddy Goat. It was a big day today, Cam Daddy. Boys, I survived the week. I'm glad the Goats, of course, the Goats are going to survive. Rhino. The Goats are going to survive the week. Jonathan Taylor, Kyron, the Seahawks DST was the lock. If I didn't have the Seahawks DST, I picked them up when I could this week, which wasn't in a lot of spots. It wasn't. I was able to get them in like two key areas. It was a freaking lock. And then TJ motherfucking Hawkinson. Yeah, he had good morning to TJ Hawkinson and Carson Wentz. Big winner, TJ Hawkinson. I may put him down as a riser coming off of this game with Carson Wentz. Rhino, would you put TJ Hawkinson as a riser? I mean, it's not the best riser, but at least he showed up today.
No.
No, yeah, I think you could kind of go either way with that. Because here's the thing, right? Let's say it would have been another dud. Because we saw the first touchdown was to Oliver, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, this guy, TJ Hawkinson, is just like he's being phased out. But yeah, it was nice to see this play out and he did put up a good game. I've got TJ, and I got TJ as well in a couple of spots. One spot that I could think of right off the top of my head, I think I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose that matchup. I am, and it's lousy too because it's such a killer squad with Jordan Mason on that team. That's lousy shit. Big winner, Jordan Mason. That's my first one.
I agree with that one. Yeah, big time.
Even also Cam go. He's saying like, yeah, wasn't that? Look, I'm gonna chalk it up to promising. At least he's not dead in the water. That's what I'm chalking it up.
Okay, so if it had been with JJ McCarthy, I would say yeah, but because it was Wentz, so you might do good with Wentz, but won't do good with McCarthy. That's not a riser to me.
That's fair.
Mason's going to do good whoever's playing quarterback.
It's fair. Did you notice Kevin O'Connell's press conference, or at least the portion or the soundbite quote regarding Carson Wentz? He's going to get He's going to get another opportunity. Opportunity is the key word there, I think. Yeah. Another opportunity.
They're not going to rush JJ back. Why would
they? I think that lends into, some of like what was kind of sort of like conspiracy going around the internet. Like, his ankle's fine. They want him to sit. I think that kind of lends into that. I mean, because Carson Wentz, my God, good Lord. Carson freaking Wentz. And what about the other dude? The guy on defense, Rodgers. I know we don't talk much about IDP. The Vikings defense, we knew were going to come in pretty strong. This guy broke records today. 2 return touchdowns. 2 return. The Rams loss was disgusting. Yeah, you could see the disgust in his face, can't you, Cam Goat?
I'm not over this one.
He's a little salty, and when he's salty, when he's mad, Cam Goat and George Goat, nobody is safe. Not even your shepherd. Nobody is safe. But maybe that dog behind him.
George has a freaking great question right here. You know what? I think he might be. How many fumbles did Stevenson have? 2, I know for sure. He had 2 fumbles.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, enter Trey. This is what we've been looking for, waiting
He
for.
didn't have the breakout game that everybody wanted. But
this is what we've
now
been
they know.
waiting for. You know, I wanna take it a little bit with a grain of salt. Like, yes, I kind of feel like Trey's going to continue to get opportunity. I also think that Trey ran into a tough Steelers D.
Mm-hmm.
Tough Steelers D. That's the kind of Steelers defense that we were expecting the first 2 games. I'm disgusted with Lad McConkey goats. I'm about joining you there, George. I got Lad. I got Lad all over.
Good defense.
I got Lad all over the place, George.
Yeah.
I do.
Traded for him on Friday.
Traded for him on Friday.
I gave up Pickens.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Pickens
it's not.
Deal, but
That's not a terrible trade.
no.
Dak and Javante. Dak and Javante combined for 40 points, PPR, Mad Max. So that both of them combined for 40 points, divide 40 by 2 is 20 points. It's not terrible.
Mm-mm.
That's not terrible, Mad Max. It's not.
No, terrible is what Michael Penix did.
That's fucking terrible.
That's
We could chalk him up to losers, Jerry. Now, again, you've heard me say this last night. You've heard me say this last week. You've heard me say this week 1. This is only week 3.
Yeah.
So
I still trust them.
Hopefully they could get whatever they see on film, whatever is not clicking right now, which could be just something very small that's just not unlocking the potential that we saw in a very small window last season. You know, I'm not prepared to write it off, but the fact that for them to put up a nothing burger though in Carolina, that's a whole team effort. Nobody played. Nobody. Poor performance week 3. Poor. You want to know what a good performance is week 3? Take a look at what happened in Tampa. To be fighting till the end, to have like your starting defensive end, your starting edge, block a field goal to take it to the house, to give them a shot to get off the snide. And then they left a little bit more time than you would want for Baker. Big winners.
That's
Big winners.
Three wins now. They've won by less than 3 points.
Chat drop. Chat Jorge Senior touchdown. Senior touchdown goat. Well, Jorge, I think Jorge's asking you, Cam Daddy Goat and George Goat. He wants to know. I would say let the goats answer. He's
I'm not
right.
going to drop Genty.
Chat drop. Chat. Would you drop Genty or Ridley? I would drop Ridley in a heartbeat. That's another.
Yeah, I'm not dropping Genty.
No. I'm not dropping Genty. I would drop Ridley.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ian Maynard is the wide receiver 1 on that team.
Ridley looks like dog shit. 3 outings now. 3. Now I'm prepared. I'm prepared to say that no matter what he does the rest of the way, it will not come close to paying off where we were drafting him. Damn, I need to win out every week.
If you haven't yet, Jorge, please like and subscribe. Try and get to 500.
Mr. Who Soaked. You do not need to win out every week. We will take this week by week, Mr. Who Soaked.
Too early.
still too. It's still a little early. It's still a little early. Sniper.
Here we go.
It's still a little early. You want to talk about? You want to talk about some 33% of this was an absolute motherfucking home run. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, did this guy pull Trey Tucker out of thin air in the District of Columbia, or a suburb just outside of the District of Columbia in Landover, Maryland. And this guy went off. The cat's out of the bag, at least it is over our airs.
But you can see it. But if you watch the first two games, you can see that he was being targeted, especially in the end zone.
He's getting some usage. That's right. He's getting some targeting.
It's too early to panic, Hussein.
Gino looked pretty comfortable throwing the rock to this dude. It's not early in my It's not early in my opinion. It's not early. My Colts go 3-0 dark horse. Look at that, man. Appreciate you, Jorge. Mr. Touchdown Goat. It's the Colts. The war chief, your shepherd, your commissioner did not see this one coming either. We did not.
Not at all.
We didn't see this one. So far, so good. So far, so good. Look,
excuse me.
Little passing of the torch to the daughters. A little changing of the quarterback. Misfortune leads to another man's fortune. When is it not early? That's a good question. When does it become not early? That's going to vary.
Sometime after week 10.
That's going to vary. It's definitely going to be somewhere in that area, but it's also going to vary from team to team. Your team and your record in your league is not Sniper's team. It's not Sniper's league. It's not Sniper's record. Same thing for me, same thing for these guys. So that is going to be dependent. And, at week 10, it depends on the record. And it depends on who's below you. It depends on who's above you. It depends on if you're at the top, first place, week 10, week 11, your odds of continuing to play in week 15 are good. Yes, of course.
And one thing to think about too, Ghost, is the fact that once the bye weeks start coming up, some teams might not have the best bench to cover the people that are on bye week.
Exactly.
So that's when you start getting the wins. If your bench is good and you've drafted good where you're not losing too many players, that's when you start gaining the wins.
Exactly. And that's when like your actual skill for this actually starts to come into play.
Yep.
You're making the best calculated decisions, trying to figure out how can I cover Lamar's 25 points this week? Like that's when you start pulling away and you start showing who really has it, who doesn't.
Yeah, that's why I say it's too early to panic.
Right now, it's still early to panic, and I'm pretty sure you guys have heard me say this before. I'll say it again, just because, just to make sure. We're going to take this thing in quarters. We're going to take this, after next week's games, we'll have a good amount of data and a good amount of an idea of what to expect for the next 4 games. And then after week 8 or around week 9-ish, we have a half a season's worth of data and usage to look at.
And like I said in one of the chats earlier today too, is I know you want to win your league. Yeah, that's everyone wants to win their league. But the main goal is to make the playoffs. Make the playoffs. That's the main goal.
Anything can happen.
Number 6 seed, number 4 seed, you make the damn playoffs, and that's when the magic happens.
Anything could happen.
Yep.
Two of my leagues last year, the last seed won the whole thing. So the last person to get in won the whole thing because it's just about who gets hot at the right time.
I've seen it countless amount of times.
Yep.
6 seed wins. We've seen it in real life. We've seen it in the actual NFL. The wild card team won the Super Bowl, wins the Super Bowl. We see that. I mean, so like it happens in the game as well. The fantasy game. I know you're not happy with players getting injured. There's almost nothing we could do about that. Almost nothing. It's just the sport. They're getting injured like this in basketball. I mean, like people losing their Achilles heel. What do you think? It's going to be any easier here? No way. It's a tough game. Yeah, there's not much. There's very little to nothing we could do about injury.
Like I said, Hussein.
When should I start panicking?
Yeah, it's too early.
Man, did DeAndre go? DeAndre Goat fucking hit Trey Tucker. Alex Pierce didn't do too bad either. And Matthew Stafford was looking like it. It was looking like it until he ran with Carson Wentz's week. And who else? Give me another quarterback that did well today.
That didn't do
Sam
well.
Darnold?
Caleb Williams
did well.
Good.
Give me Caleb Williams.
Did well,
yeah.
Caleb, playing against the Cowboys defense. It was kind of given. Like you start the quarterback who plays against the Cowboys defense, but Caleb had an excellent day.
Very good accuracy. He was hitting every wide receiver just about. You can see maybe it's clicking a little bit. You know, for everybody to think that they're going to just beat the Detroit Lions kind of team from last year right off the bat, that's just crazy thinking. 3 or 4 weeks.
Again, a little bit of a grain of salt. Look at who they were playing. Like, look at what the Giants did last week. I mean, like the Dallas secondary. Holy smokes!
Just trash.
I mean, just like it's amazing. It really is. I mean, and not in a good way either. Like, so the Bears, this was an excellent get right spot for Caleb Williams, and the Chicago Bears. Rome Odunze again, fantastic, sensational. The trick play to Lex Luthor Burden. Yeah, I know we're all gonna be like, should we pick up Lex Luthor Burden? Well, you better start seeing a whole bunch of trick plays moving forward for that. He may get a little bit more usage, but I'm not gonna put him on a waiver wire advice show. Not yet.
I definitely gotta look at the snap share today because he was in on some 3 wide receiver sets.
Yeah,
but you say not 1,000% sold. We gotta see what it looked like on the snap numbers for sure.
Some of the snaps he was in, DJ Moore was in the backfield and he was playing, and he had the wide receiver set. It was pretty interesting.
Yep.
Jalen Dobbins again.
I'm keeping J.K. Dobbins.
Kind of.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too.
Now if somebody comes selling high for him, I would probably look at it, especially if I knew that I can cover that spot on my roster.
Sorry.
But yeah, he's looking good.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins is an interesting case, right? Because like more than likely, if you drafted him, you drafted him in the 9th to 10th round. Mm-hmm. So he's your 3rd running back. So it may be in your best interest to sell at this time. But if you like having those, it seems like he's been a consistent 13 to 15 points. That's all something that, it's tough to give away.
That's the advice right there, Cam Goat.
Yeah.
Well, if you wanna flip JK for maybe another tier of running back or a couple of pieces, it could be. This might be the time, but it also looks like JK looks nice. He looks good.
He looks good.
We also have poor history with JK. We do.
We do.
So like that. So JK is like a perfect example of like a predictor for injury. Well, we have his history. What about M? What about Dante? Dante Thornton should be a decent start tonight. Oh no, Triquan. Because I got Raiders on the brain. I got Trey Tucker on the brain. All I heard in the offseason was Dante Thornton and
Now, if you go back, I believe I said Trey Tucker was my sleeper or breakout one.
Yeah. We threw every single player that's on offense up against the wall for that series. I know this. I know this. What about it? Sniper, I get it, dear. I get it. I'm kind of aggravated at some of my teams. I am. You still have to keep your points up and have pretty good points going into week 10. That's true. But like you can't use a game in week 3 as your precursor to scoring in week 5 or 7 or 9. Because what happens next week in week 4? Let's say hypothetically you only put up 120 points today, and that's low. And next week you put up 160. You would know that your average is in the middle of that, and that's what you could expect. But we still need more. We still need a bigger body of evidence, other than 3 games. I got absolutely slammed today. Nino Goats. A couple of my teams got smacked up. A team with Bijan smacked up. T. Higgins smacked up. Same team.
Oof, that hurt.
Hey,
Big loser. T. Higgins in this Jake Browning alliteration offense. The Bengals looked terrible. All of them, including Jamar.
Yeah.
But Jamar's Jamar. No one's going to be thinking about sitting Jamar, but we're going to be thinking about sitting T now. Yep. But again, grain of salt. I'm going to lean on this one, Goats. Even the Bengals played a tough defense. The Vikings are legit defense tough.
Yeah.
Tough. They are. They're legit tough.
And that's why I'm kind of not panicking, because I only have T in one league, but him only getting 3 targets still was kind of sad today. But like I said, that defense is so good, and Jake Browning's first official week starting. Let's give that one a little bit more time. Panic on them.
That's the attitude, Nino Goat. That's the motherfucking attitude, baby. Of course you're gonna bounce back. Okay, if you want to, if you want to explore trading within your league for players, it's obviously it's part of the game, and it's essential. It is most of the time. Most of the time, it can really help. But then there's the other side of that coin. Sometimes it comes back, it bites you up in the ass. It does. It depends. It's like flipping a coin, heads or tails. It's 50-50. Jordan Love did horrible.
Another great defense, though.
Exactly.
No, we said this. We're War Chief. We said this, War Chief.
Exactly. Like we gotta understand. Like, so you use context. The reason why certain players have pop games, the certain reason, you have to look at the whole matchup. The whole matchup. That's a tough game for Jordan Love. That is an awesome defense.
Now
Judkins looks like he's a real deal.
Winner! Ding, 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 ding. But also, yes, he does. Look at that game script. That's something else that we have to take into account. There was a neutral game script the entire day for that game. Neutral, meaning like you're not passing the ball when you're down. You're not running the ball when you're down. Well, you're still a neutral game script. You're still doing what you want on offense, not letting the score dictate what you do. That's what neutral game script means.
And then one thing that I saw is the fact that Najee Harris was the problem with Omari Hampton. Once Harris went out, looks like he probably blew his Achilles. Look at Omari Hampton did. You give the kid the targets, let him go.
Enter Omarion.
Yeah.
The preseason game that he started, and that the camera was behind them. So like you saw Marion Hampton's back, and he got put his two hands on his knees or his thighs, get ready for the snap, and this looked like a big boy. He just looked like a big boy. He's a good runner. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. It's some of the other ones that I'm a little more concerned about. DeAndre
someone was scared this past week on the show. They were talking about rookie running backs and how doesn't look very good. Look what happens. Just 1 week later, you probably would never want to give up on Marion Hampton ever again, right? Like you had to be patient with this.
Yeah,
you had to be patient.
Must have been the commissioner.
No, it was somebody in the
chat.
It was someone in the chat. Someone in the chat was freaking out over Marion Hampton because last week he didn't have a good game and he didn't have a really good game week 1. And it's just like for these rookies, man, you just have to be patient.
It's too early. Look, it took Bucky week 4, week 5 last year to get going. And I wouldn't sell Adonze for Devontae Smith.
No.
No.
What happened today is not going to happen a whole lot. The Eagles, oh my gosh, the Eagles are not going to be down a whole lot of points like they were today. I wouldn't expect to see that.
But it was encouraging. We were waiting for a little bit of sign of life that it just wasn't going to be fully on the ground. So yes, we did finally see a little bit more out of the Eagles in the passing game. And again, the matchup is going to dictate how these teams are going to play. I think we could see the same thing from the Eagles next week when they play the Bucs. I think that will be a high-scoring affair.
The Rams held Barkley to 45 yards rushing. 45 yards rushing.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's too bad they can't block freaking defensive linemen.
Hey,
special
please.
teams.
I'm still recovering. Wounds are too fresh.
This one. It's been a long time since a Rams game hurt this bad for me.
This one.
Long time. To where I was ready to punch a wall.
Oh man, Mr. Husot. Don't worry about it, Mr. Husot. We're gonna be just fine, Mr. Husot. Appreciate you, Mr. Husot. Minnesota's defense was fire. So was the Browns' defense, high-scoring defense. Yes.
So was Seattle's.
Yes, Falcons' defense. Was what defense?
Indy's defense. 2 out of the 3 defenses I recommended did good.
Indy. I think I might put Genty and Travis on the trade block. Look at you. Yes. Put them on the trade block. You see what comes back. Absolutely. That's being proactive. And it could very well, it could benefit you. And it could also, both things can be true. A trade should be kind of like mutually beneficial. You're not looking to kill somebody. You're not looking to fleece somebody, although it's like a fun term of ours. You both want to be able to win. So, yeah, absolutely. Put him on the block. The golden boy.
Yep.
Who, number 95 on the Browns, you wanted to smack?
Garrett. Myles Garrett.
This is somebody else that I don't want to ever get on their bad side. This one right here.
No.
I don't want to get on that.
Sniper Mills?
Yeah. I don't want to get on her bad side. She's very dangerous. What's up, Tron baby?
Matt Golden had a Packers wide receiver day. Max of 4 targets and 4 catches. Yeah, that's a good Packer wide receiver day. It is. That's about average.
God, for the love of God, you're already 2 wide receivers down. You drafted a guy number 22, 21, something like 22. That, somewhere around there. First round draft pick, wide receiver in 30 years, whatever, and you're giving him 3-4 targets.
I mean, that's how they play. I don't know why drafted someone in the first round. You thought that would change that, especially when he's not just overly talented than everybody else. He's just as talented as Jalen. He's just as talented as the next guy. Yeah, so I mean 4 targets is about right. I mean, who led the target share over there?
I can tell you that in a second.
I think it might have been. Nope. It was a bunch of 4s. No one got more than 4. All of them got 4 except for one.
What about Jacobs?
Do you have? Do you do anything? Yes. Yeah. Ooh. Didn't
Nothing
have a
in
good
the
day
air?
running the ball. Caught a lot of passes though.
Hold on. Stat. Yeah, hold on a second here. Let's get to dog pound. The dog pound. I bet you that game is a lot different, by the way, if it was at Lambeau. A lot different.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Another thing about that game while you're looking that up, I said this week that the Packers are bad against tight ends. That's really their Achilles heel on defense. But running with these Browns tight ends, you just don't know who it's going to be every week. David Njoku with 7 targets and Harold Fannin with 4. So of course total they had 11, but you just didn't know how it was going to split up. I kind of rolled the dice on Harold Fannin this week, and he was the lower side of the target share.
And Josh Jacobs has the highest targets for the Packers receiving core. Now he caught 5 of them out of 9 targets. That'll normalize. I think it was probably due to the immense pressure by the dog pound that Sniper wants to smack. That led to him checking the ball down more than they want to. They want to move the ball downfield. They don't want to check the ball down. Thoughts I had, Harold? Oh, you just answered that. And Judkins look good. Sorry, Mel, but that's awesome. Browns win. Oh, Kim Goat. Nino Goat. He's ready to play, baby. He's ready to hit week 3, week 4. Trone Goat is 2-1. Have a kicker going tomorrow. You have the kicker. I had the Dicker. I had Chase. Not that Chase. Not the
Chase
other.
McLaughlin.
McLaughlin. That's right. I did. I added Chase McLaughlin last night. Got rid of Kaimi Care Bear. I ended up going with Mariota. You ended up doing the right thing.
20 points.
You ended up doing the right thing. Mariota filled in pretty nicely. I don't know if he's going to get another opportunity, like Carson Wentz is going to get another opportunity. Carson Wentz is already starting week 4. I don't know. I don't know if Mariota is getting another opportunity. See, there's a big difference.
He isn't good. He will.
Big difference. Someone dropped the Vikings defense, and I got them off waivers this week. 30 points. That dude broke records today. Ron punching, watching the Packers game as well, especially the Browns defense, number 95. I forget his name. 95. Is that
JX Sports? That's his name.
JX War Chief. Any news on Lamb, Tyler Goat? Well, I'm gonna repeat this. I was telling the commissioner this, and the war chief this about an hour ago. Look, any dude that is ruled out, and then 5 minutes later, the camera goes to him coming out of the tunnel to go with his team. Looked like he was walking fine to the sideline. I would venture out to say it's not serious.
That's just enough for him to be out for at least a week or 2.
That's just my observation. If you are already ruled out, yet you don't stay in the locker room, you come out to be with your teammates on the sideline. Walk to the sideline.
Walking and running routes are 2 different things, though. He could not run a route.
It's not serious.
If he's going to be out next week and maybe the week after, it's serious.
It's not.
Is the season serious? No, but
it's not that serious. It's not. Let's not forget this dude also, he's pretty tough. Right? CeeDee Lamb's kind of tough.
Really tough guy.
played with a busted up shoulder for several games.
Maybe the Cowboys should freaking do the jet sweep with Turpin, not freaking CeeDee Lamb.
That's a difference.
Scatterbo.
Scatterbrains. Would be cherry on top for my week. DeAndre Goat. We're going to have a nice talk. DeAndre Goat about Cam Scatterbo. Cam Scatterbrains looking like he might take over the backfield tonight. We'll see about that. You're funny, Jay. It's War Chief. Jacobs was low scoring in fantasy. Yeah, well, you don't get points for targets in most cases. That's right. He wanted to run on.
Wouldn't. He ran one route and went like this.
Before being ruled out. You're talking about after that play. Yeah, I'm sure he
3 or 4 plays after that. They're talking him in the end zone.
I think I'm sure that he'll get in further testing. I'm sure that he'll be limited, questionable. Maybe they'll give him a week. It may not be that serious, for the love of God. It may not be. Let's be optimistic with one of fantasy's best, CeeDee Lamb chops. Let's be optimistic with this. Is it good for the game if he's out? No, it's not. A lot of disgruntled fantasy players. 15 targets, this guy.
Well, that's what's happening. You're going to be down freaking 44-0 or whatever it was.
Yeah. They were down.
How about one Torrey Horton?
How about? Yeah, no, he looks that. That's a nice piece.
Yeah,
nice piece for them. Absolutely. JSN looked good.
Yeah.
With whatever tummy ache he had.
JSN's a real deal.
Kenny Skywalker.
It also looked good too.
But again, this
had 2 touchdowns. I wouldn't say he looked good. He had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, about 50 yards, some shit like that.
Yeah, 50 total yards, 16 carries for 38 yards. They didn't have the best running day, but scored 2 touchdowns, so that makes up. I'm getting a little scared though. I'm getting a little scared for the wide receiver in Los Angeles, Lad McConkey. I'm getting a little scared.
Panic meter, 0 to 10. Lad McConkey, rest of the season.
6.5. 7, legit 7. Nah, 7 for sure. 7. Keenan Allen is his favorite guy to throw to. That's what he relies on, and none of us had Quentin Johnson being one of the best wide receivers in the league right now. So I mean, between them two, it just feels like it's going to be like a boom or bust week for Lad McConkey every week.
The Keenan Allen effect, man. Keenan Allen effect. Panic meter, 0 to 10. Brian Thomas Jr.
10.
I feel like I've asked that one last week too, right? It's 3. Yeah. It's 3 weeks now. Peter Parker once again led them in targets.
De'Ami Brown got hurt.
About 8 or 9 targets for Peter Parker.
Did Travis play offense today?
Yes.
I didn't see his name. I didn't see his name a lot today.
Yeah, I know he caught 1 pass. Let's got called back for a penalty, but I know he had 1 pass. De'Ami Brown went out with a shoulder injury. That hurt. That's by Parker. But again.
Oh yeah, 1. Yeah. Travis had 1 catch and 2 targets. Ooh, that's rough.
Oh, let's give a little bit of credit to the Broncos secondary. We knew the Broncos defense. I don't know why anybody was writing them off. The Broncos actually had the Chargers on the ropes until that final touchdown pass to Keenan Allen. We knew that Pat Surtain was not going to let Quentin Johnson score, or he wasn't getting any of those deep balls tonight, and he didn't. And that left the rest of the guys that locked up Lad McConkey. They just, again, that final drive, on their second to last drive, Justin Herbert made a fantastic play to Keenan Allen in the end zone. I don't know if I want to give Lad McConkey a 6 yet. Am I a little bit concerned? Yeah, I am. Of course I am. But I kind of feel like because he's on the field for this team and how vital he is to this team and what they're doing on offense, their success, I don't know if Cam, I don't know about no 8. 8 for Lad McConkey?
4.
No, I would probably I'm probably gonna rest somewhere around 5. Yeah,
I'm above.
I know, Jay. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good. Ron is at a 4. I'm gonna hit 5. You're at the 6.
I'm at a 7. Cam's at an 8.
Cam Goats at an 8. Lad isn't even getting the red zone. I think that's going to course correct, Andre. They can't just continue this Keenan Allen heater streak is.
But it's Quentin Johnson too. Like if it was just Keenan Allen, But it's both. It's both of them.
That's the, no pun intended, the X factor here. Yes.
I mean, Quentin Johnson led them in targets today overall with 11. And then Keenan had 10. And then Lad had 7. Oronde Gadsden had 7 targets today as well. I mean, they just threw the shit out of the football. But it feels real boomer bust for Lad. It just feels like he's either going to score 25 or, 7. And we didn't draft him in the end of the second, early third to give us such boomer bust results.
Devontae Adams had a fantastic touchdown catch.
Yeah, he also dropped one too.
Yeah.
Like, look, man, I know that's not kind of like in the vocabulary, right?
Please, no more Rams stuff in the chat room.
I know that's not
deep into the heart. So
sometimes these guys drop the ball. That's the other thing. We're waiting for Quentin Johnson to start dropping the ball again. That's what we're waiting for, War Chief. And then enter Lad back. Lad doesn't drop the ball. Assuming I want to buy a Jacksonville Jaguar, what player would make sense to send? Why would you want to obtain the production and what it looks like right now? I get it. Trey Tucker will be the number 1 waiver darling this week. Tron Goat.
Absolutely.
Did you see what the DeAndre Goat? We were a good 12 to 24 hours ahead of that. We were.
Yeah, I think last month, I think he's like 20% rostered or something like that.
This banner was created last night, as you goats know. Trey Tucker came in and covered the rest of them. Alec Pierce did all right. Matt Stafford was looking like he was on his way, but that was very early.
Kyron Williams looked good today.
Yeah, so did Blake Corum.
They have a nice one punch going right now.
No, Rams talk. Rams talk.
Coleman Shelton will tackle that guy after Kyron Williams. God.
Trey Tucker. Assuming I want to. I mean, I can't give DeAndre Goat a player. I mean, I can't think of one right now.
I mean, J.K. Dobbins would be like what we were just talking about. J.K. Dobbins in that type of range of player. That would be someone who I think someone would accept for BTJ right now.
Speaking of the Patriots.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. We love Hunter Henry.
Well, some of us do.
Oh, so I know only 2 of us like to talk about tight ends in the first place. So.
Somebody laughed at me this week when I mentioned Hunter Henry. I'm not going to say who.
I'm going to continue to laugh also. All right, Pat. Here, another panic meter. Panic meter on Drake May. Or is this just a tough outing? Another tough matchup. Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh decided to, show up. All right, it was a tough outing, but at the same time, like we were expecting, aren't we expecting Drake May to take like this leap. He missed Keyshawn Butte. Hunter, yes. I mean,
But also
this
we
team,
have Ramondre Stevenson
this team's not
fumbling,
playing well. They're not,
fumbling
yeah,
on two drives that killed
this
drives for him.
this team's not playing well, which is part of it. Yes, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that that's part of it. Sounds good. Thanks, JX War Chief. He's the War Chief for a reason. You know this. You know this, of course. Today's Jack Sawyer. He gets high on you. And the space between gets high on you.
Trade Jordan for 2. Oof.
I don't hate that.
I don't hate that at all either. He has Junkins on his bench. I don't hate that at all.
Yeah, I mean, I know Jordan Mason had a good fantasy day today, but Aaron Jones is eventually going to come back. So if you can sell Jordan Mason while he's as high as he's probably going to be, then that's not a bad move. Ted looks so good too, man. Oh my gosh,
Yes, he does.
Tet
looks so good.
looked good, yes. We still haven't found him in the end zone, but yes, he looks good running around. He ran a route. Holy smokes! They took advantage of Terrell not being on the field.
Yeah.
The Panthers, good for the Panthers, good for Carolina, being home and taking care of their business. The Falcons should be ashamed of themselves for that loss.
Shutout. A rare shutout. A rare shutout.
They should be ashamed of themselves, the Falcons. Fucking Tyler Algier. Kyle fucking Pitts. Drake Law. I mean, like you have all these talented players and you couldn't put up 3 points against the Panthers?
Yeah, that's when you have a team like that, and I hate to say this because I love Raheem Morris when he was here with us, but something got to change, and I don't think it's the players. Players are too talented.
Nobody wants their players to drop the ball, but there was a reason why that Quentin Johnston was claimed off of waivers because of his 2 seasons of a lot of dropped balls. That's just the reason why he wasn't a draft pick to begin with in fantasy. Maybe we believe that he may have gotten that out of the system. We hope that he got it out of the system. But he made it a knack to drop balls. That's why he wasn't drafted. I've been waiting all day for a Sunday night. And Carrie sings much differently better than I do. You know who's on tonight, right? Wandelius and the big dog. Big motherfucking dog. The big dog is on tonight. Oh boy, that big dog. JX, just give us a I don't know. It won't be a bold prediction, but let's toss out some stat lines right now. Raw stat lines. Wandelius and Malik.
I expect Trent McDuffie to get tested tonight. He just hasn't been great as an outside corner. I'm gonna just say for the floor of Malik tonight, I'm thinking seven catches, 80 yards. Wandell probably is gonna go 6 for 50, something like that. But it wouldn't surprise me if either one just kind of went absolutely ballistic. It's not gonna be the same like last week, but one of the two will go
nuclear.
Yeah, just crazy.
Nuclear. That's what I want. I want freaking nuclear, Rhino.
If anyone's going nuclear, the higher percentage is definitely towards Malik Neighbors getting like 11 catches, 140 and a touchdown.
Wandale is leading the league in PFF out of the slot.
With the most slot snaps too.
Yes.
Most slot snaps.
But what's interesting about this though, JX, right? We see Malik lined up in the slot too. We see that he's moving. He gets moved into the slot just to get him moving, and that's the whole entire apparatus of this offense. Oh my God, do I want them to take it to the Chiefs? Broncos, I'm disappointed in. Disappointment is an understatement in the Falcons. The Texans, Rhino. We're gonna talk about more of this tomorrow with more advanced stats on tomorrow's.
I believe CJ Stroud played a better game than Browning, though, didn't he?
How much better? How much? Both of that was both was dog shit. CJ got
Not as much
Nico.
as dog shit as Brownie.
CJ got Nico, right? He caught Nico.
Yeah, I mean, panic meter.
That's
What's the panic
encouraging.
meter on Nico Collins?
6.
No.
Because he's still fighting. He, at least that's his clutch. At least he could hit Nico. Other than that, it's like 50% of the field. He doesn't have the other half of the field. That's no good.
I think he should be safe. DeAndre Swift season. Les Flowers pulls the Flowers that we haven't seen yet, where it's 3 targets for 25 yards.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened yet.
Zay's been on a heater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, and that's why I'm not really under the panic meter. So 6, and that's just because of the overall environment, probably.
Yeah.
The overall environment. But Nico, back-to-back touchdowns. I think we're gonna see his normal projection on a week in, week out basis.
Yeah, Troner, that's on me. I only saw the touchdown today. I didn't see he had more production than that. He don't run today.
Nothing more, nothing less. Unless something has to change with that team and that offensive line. Something. They have no running game, so that's the other part of it. They have no offensive line. Their team is totally one-dimensional, and all CJ's doing is looking to one side of the field. That's a recipe for a disaster. The Jaguars beat this team 17-10. There's baseball scores today that are higher than that. I think. Nick Gasgoat. How many leagues, Nick?
He might win. The way he's going, he's going to win some people some leagues.
If it continues.
Yeah.
If it continues. Tron, isn't this like just the most gorgeous thing? The most gorgeous. This is the most gorgeous line you could possibly type. CMC put up 24 points without a touchdown. Now just imagine when he crosses the pay dirt, Tron Goat. It becomes like a parade. It becomes a holiday. It becomes like wedding crashes when they're shaking up the champagne. How many leagues is Daniel Jones going to win? I'd be curious to see how much longer it could go on. Where they're going to win 4 in a row, or they're going to win 5 in a row, or they're going to lose 1, and then what happens when they lose 1? Is it going to could they bounce back real fast the following week? I'd be curious to see that.
The real question might be is how many leagues is JT going to win people?
Yes,
he's on a roll.
Which is a little bit
hard.
Yeah, you take Jonathan Taylor out of the equation. Is Daniel Jones having as good as games as he's having?
So the JT is safer.
Yeah. Safer
player for this equation. Yes, than Daniel Jones. But Daniel Jones is winning people's weeks right now. Yeah. Unbelievable. Franklin. Marvin. I'd rather watch paint dry. Watching the effort that it takes, watching what they need to do. It must take them between Wednesday and Saturday. They must devote an entire day on how to scheme up Cortland Sutton. It takes like a whole separate army, a whole separate staff for the Broncos to figure out how to scheme him up, for that man to have been that wide open. I'd rather watch paint dry than that.
How did he stumble into that? I mean, gosh, 118 yards, 6 catches, and a touchdown. How did he stumble into that?
It was the long touchdown, and if go back and watch that play, you'll see what needed to be done. we're talking about taking other receivers this way, then taking this one that way, and then Cortland has to come across the entire field on a slant, running like he must be running like 35 miles an hour. Not your fast 22, 24 miles an hour for normal receivers. Gonna send off a ton of Johnston. Dobbins, BTJ will update. Appreciate you. We want the updates. We want more than just updates. All right, Goats. Yeah, we got the Chiefs are visiting MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. We'll be back tomorrow, 6-ish, 6 o'clock-ish. Key takeaways. Till then.
Be a difference, make a difference. Stay blessed, everybody.
Appreciate you guys.
Go Luther Burden.
Oh, go Luther Burden. Enjoy the game. Lex Luthor Burden.